Have you ever seen a cat stuck up high and wondered how it got there? Sometimes they get into places like trees, rooftops, and even inside walls. It's not just in stories, it happens in real life too. And guess who comes to help? The Firefighters. Today, we're going to show you some exciting videos of firefighters saving these adventurous cats. Ready for some heart-touching moments? Let's get started. You won't believe what happened in Turkey recently. So, after the huge earthquake hit both Turkey and Syria, there was so much devastation. The aftermath was heartbreaking, with so many buildings reduced to rubble and countless people affected. Amidst all that, there's this firefighter, Ali Kakas. Now, this man isn't just any firefighter, he's a multifaceted gem. When he's not saving lives from fires or natural disasters, Ali is racing down trails as a world-class mountain biker. Impressive, right? And if that's not enough, he's also the guiding force behind the Turkish national mountain bike team as their coach. During one of his rescue missions, searching through what remained of a building, Ali stumbled upon a tiny miracle. Trapped and scared but resilient was a black and white cat. This little fighter had been trapped for nearly 10 days, which is simply mind-boggling. Perhaps you've already seen them. There's this viral video floating around. It captures this poignant moment beautifully. Ali, donning his bicycle helmet, and emerges from the rubble, and there, perched on his shoulder, is the cat. They look so in sync, almost like they've known each other forever. And here's where it gets even more touching. Since that fateful day, the cat decided Ali was his person. He followed him everywhere, refusing to leave his side, almost like he was saying a continuous thank you for saving him. Recognizing this bond, Ali did what any big-hearted hero would do. He adopted the cat and gave him a forever home. Now, about the name, it's genius. Ali named him Enkas, a nod to where he found him, as rubble in Turkish is enkas. It's touching and clever all at once. But wait, there's more! Enkas, the cat with the spirit of a lion, has now earned a sort of celebrity status. He's the official mascot of Ali's fire department. Everywhere Ali goes for his duties, Enkas is right there, a symbol of hope and resilience, reminding everyone that even in the face of adversary, miracles can happen. Speaking of incredible rescues, have you ever heard of cats needing oxygen masks? Yeah, you heard right. Check out this incredible story from Toronto. On the evening of July 20th, in a cozy basement apartment on the west end of Toronto, disaster struck. A kitchen mishap quickly escalated, and before the family knew it, their home was up in flames. By around 7:30, the Toronto Fire Department was on the scene, their sirens piercing the usual calm of the evening. Now, this wasn't just any fire. The apartment was filled to the brim with choking, thick smoke. Can you imagine the sheer panic? But the firefighters, true to their calling, quickly doused the flame. But wait, the story doesn't end here. As the smoke cleared and the team began their routine check, they stumbled upon the family's two beloved cats, traumatized and gasping for breath. Without missing a beat, these heroes whisked the feline duo outside. Here's where it gets truly heartwarming. The fire crew, ever prepared, whipped out pet oxygen masks. Yes, you heard that right. Special masks designed just for our furry friends. They gently placed the masks over the cats, ensuring they received the oxygen they desperately needed. If you scroll down, you'll see a touching photo capturing this very moment. It's a sight to behold. Toronto's bravest, crouching down, providing life-saving oxygen to two little cats. It's a evidence to the lengths these heroes will go to, not just for us, but for our four-legged family members too. And just when you think you've heard it all, let me take you to sunny California. Ever heard of a cat on a rooftop for days? Well, this one's bound to tug at your heartstrings. But before the next story, I hope you are enjoying the video. If so, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell so you won't miss any interesting videos like this. On to the next story from California. In Kingsburg, California, residents were growing concerned. Sammy, a lonely feline, stranded on the rooftop of an apartment building. 5 days have passed, with the poor cat becoming increasingly desperate, hungry, and thirsty. A few well-intentioned locals initially attempted a rescue. They tried reaching Sammy with a ladder, but unfortunately, it fell short on the rooftop. It was clear they needed professional help. Then entered the Kingsburg Fire Department. When these heroes arrived on the scene, they quickly assessed the situation. Their solution? Setting a trap on the roof to safely secure Sammy. With their expertise and dedication, they successfully brought the stranded cat back to terra firma. This touching rescue was captured on video and shared on Facebook by an organization named Bambi's Army, known for their commitment to animal welfare. Their post read, "The cat had been rescued! It is off the roof and back on solid ground." A big thank you to the Kingsburg Fire Department and all those who turned out to help. The sigh of relief wasn't just felt by the onlookers or the firefighters, but by everyone who clicked on that video. Thousands watched, commented, and shared, overwhelmed by the dedication of the firefighters and the resilience of Sammy. What's clear from this story is the community spirit. When a cat in need cried out, an entire community, from local residents to the dedicated firefighters, came together to ensure a happy ending. From rooftops to storm drains, cats really know how to find themselves in tight spots. Let's head over to a story where the internet played a significant role in bringing together a fire lieutenant and a tiny furball. One regular evening, Tyson Hood was scrolling through Facebook when a post grabbed his attention. A tiny kitten had fallen into a storm drain, and his tiny meows, echoing for days, were a desperate call for help. Now, Tyson isn't just anyone. He's the lieutenant of community risk reduction at his local fire department, and like many of us, he has a weak spot for animals in distress. Without a second thought, he reached out to the person who shared the post, eager to lend a hand. "I may be able to help," he messaged. By the next day, a rescue mission was in motion. However, there was a tiny hiccup. Tyson didn't really have much experience with cats, and sensing his uncertainty, he called up his girlfriend. She warned him up front. The kitten would be terrified, making the rescue trickier. True to her word, the tiny creature was wary, his eyes reflecting fear and uncertainty. An hour and a half of careful coaxing was what it took for Tyson and Stephanie, the initial Good Samaritan, to lure the kitten out with some tempting tuna. When the moment came, with a signal from Stephanie, Tyson swiftly netted the kitten before it could dart back into the tunnel. A close call, but mission accomplished. Once out, the kitten's initial panic melted away, revealing a heart full of affection. Tyson recalled, as soon as he was out, he was an absolute lover. And while Tyson laughed off his girlfriend's insistence that he should adopt the rescued kitten, the little one's persistent cuddles swayed his heart. Although Stephanie had first dibs on adopting the kitten, the twist of fate made Tyson the proud dad of the little feline he named Walnut. After the street he was found on. Now, the two are inseparable. Walnut's favorite spot? Tyson's shoulder. A shoulder to lean on, literally. Whether it's purring like a chainsaw, headbutting Tyson affectionately, or insisting on sleeping sprawled across his neck, Walnut made his presence clear. Tyson humorously notes that Walnut likes to have him guard his food, probably a little memento from the storm drain days. The bond they share? Undeniable, as Tyson says. We both had a pretty darn good day when our paths crossed. And for anyone who hears this story, it's evident that sometimes destiny has its own way of connecting hearts. The brave people who come from Turkey, Toronto, and beautiful California exhibit kindness that has no bounds. Enkus, a cat who becomes stranded after an earthquake, and Eli Kakis develop an unshakable friendship. Toronto firemen use specialized oxygen masks to protect pets from smoke. Sammy's rescue by the Kingsburg Fire Department brings the neighborhood together. Walnut is saved thanks to Tyson Hood's Facebook scroll, which also reveals an unmistakable connection. These stories educate us about connection, perseverance, and love while serving as a reminder that heroes may be furry.